Stars. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Lizzie. And Nikki and I and Paul C are going to the fair. Paul
I'm so
C,
excited.
I'm excited too. Paul C is not going to ride though. He doesn't like to ride the rides. So Nikki and I are going to attempt to ride every ride at the fair.
And also, this is my first time being at the fair since I was a baby.
Yes, Nikki has not been to the fair since she was a baby. So we're going to try to ride all the rides, except for, of course, the kiddie rides that we're too big for, but we are going to have...
If they'll let me on the kiddie ride, I will get on the kiddie ride.
I think I'm too big for the kiddie ride. But we are going to have Paul C to film us, and we will see you guys when we get there. We are officially here. Let's go ride some rides.
Let's do it.
Hi, over here. Okay, Nikki just played a game where you hit the balloon, you pop the balloon, and you win a prize. We forgot to film her plan, but she won a prize.
I love it.
It's cute.
You're gonna do that, ain't you?
Yeah, don't leave me. She okay? Daddy, does she look okay to you? Does she look okay?
In the middle. In the middle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
मेरी आमा साफ नाग 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 हो नाग नाग ल बाबा नाग नाग सागो साफ मेरी आमा साफ नाग 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 हो नाग नाग ल बाबा नाग नाग
What happened?
Do you have any words before you go on this?
I'm not gonna throw up.
I'm not gonna throw up. That's tomorrow.
Well, I can't get your, I had you too close up. Do you have any words?
I'm not gonna throw up.
She's not gonna throw up.
I don't know what this ride was called, but it was a wild ride. It was so forceful that Nikki was trying to look straight and it would make your head kind of go down. And I tried to look straight ahead and all the lights were just blurring and everything, but it was fun. I would ride this ride again. Would you ride it again, Nikki? You don't know? I would. After this one, there was, I don't remember what we rode next, but this was probably the roughest ride that we rode to me. Nikki doesn't think it was. She thinks a different ride was rougher, and I will tell you about it when we see it again. Anyway, Nikki was glad when this ride was finally over because she was able to move her head again. This ride was a lot of fun. It wasn't really extremely fast, but it wasn't extremely slow either. And I think that Nikki did enjoy this one. And I think the red and blue glittery metallic light seats make it even more fun. If you are watching this and you are epileptic, I would recommend that you click off. There is a lot of flashing lights during this video. This ride was, I don't know, I thought it was kind of boring at first, I guess, because I didn't think it went fast enough, but thinking back, it did. You like this one? You don't remember that one?
He might get you.
Nikki absolutely loved this. She thought it was a good view.
There was really cute guys.
She wasn't talking about all that she could say. She was talking about all the boys she thought was good looking. There was a little boy in front of her, and every time the ship would rock backwards, he wasn't even scared, but he would scream just to try to freak. And I thought about telling the poor little fella he's gonna have a sore throat in the morning, and I would say probably does. But yeah, Nikki thought that was a good view.
I like the guy that was there too.
Well, the guy that was running the ride, he wasn't too bad looking either, so I guess that was a pretty good view. Anyway, I really like this ride. I had rode this in the past when I was younger, and I remembered it being a lot rougher than it was now. I guess I just thought it when I was young, but Nikki didn't mind it. Yeah, she loved it, and she probably liked it as much if there hadn't been any pretty boys on the ride, but them pretty boys made her feel. Them pretty boys make you feel better?
Yeah.
You silly. So if you're ever at the fair and they have the pirate ship ride, I do highly recommend it. It takes you up pretty high and you can see all the beautiful area and you can see all the fairgrounds and some pretty boys if you're like Nikki. But all jokes aside, I really did like the ride.
And guys, if you're as lucky as I was, you'll see a lot of pretty views.
And she ain't talking about the sock. All the pretty lights on the ride just make it that more fun, I think. This was on a Wednesday night, and you would think there probably wouldn't be as many people there on Wednesday, but there was. Went on the racing night. We didn't even know it was racing night until we got there. We were just too busy riding the rides, weren't we? I asked Nikki if she was interested in that before we and she wasn't interested, so we left after we rode every ride there that we were not equitable for. Some rides we were too tall for, even Nikki. But it was still a whole lot of fun. We would also like to take this time to show you that if you are not subscribed, please subscribe, share our videos, and hit the bell notification. That way you're always notified every time we post a video because we post very often.
And also, guys, share the video with everybody that you know, especially your brothers and sisters. And even if you don't have any, find a way to share it with them anyway.
Unfortunately, you did not get to see this ride because we had Paul's C to film. I was afraid I would drop phone and damage it, can't even talk, and damage it. But anyway, this was a lot of fun, and he did film all the pretty lights and everything from the ride. I really enjoyed this ride. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
It was a lot of...
And there's a little fake alien in there.
Yeah, there's a little tiny fake alien in the ride. And here we are walking to try to find the next ride that we haven't been on yet. And I don't know what this was called either. Do you know?
I don't even know what it is.
This one, oh, okay. This is the one I thought was kind of boring. It didn't go fast enough for me, but did you like it?
I liked it.
Okay, Nikki liked it, and that's all that mattered. A lot of flashing lights, though, which we enjoy, but some people might not like the flashing lights. Do you know what that's called, Kelsey? That's not the scrambler, is it? I'm not sure what that's called. Yeah.
Oh, the scrambler.
Oh, that's the scrambler. Okay. Anyway, Nikki enjoyed. Hey, I just prefer the really fast and wild rides, I guess you would say. But time.
I think you're crazy.
Yeah, Nikki thinks I'm crazy. We got off one of the rides, really wild, and she didn't really like it. And I told her I would go back on it again, and she told me I was crazy. So I guess we have different taste in rides. But I was asking her earlier if she would back on some of those that she didn't like, and she said, I don't know. So more than likely, she'll probably do it. This ride actually took a little while to get started. I guess probably trying to get the seats filled up before he started the ride. And we are finally moving. But to be similar, I didn't think it scrambled me up enough. And even though this wasn't my most favorite ride, it was pretty fun. They were all fun to me because I got to ride with Nikki, and I think she enjoyed it all because it was her first time getting to ride everything at the fair. The only reason I actually let her on some of these rides was because I was on there with her. That way I can make sure that she was okay, because some people get really on rides, some people even pass out. She did not do any of those things. She done very well. They also had ponies. If you wanted to, you could have a little pony ride, and a pony ride cost $15. But we didn't do the pony rides simply because we were there for the carnival rides. And this ride was Nikki's Wish. This is my most favorite ride of all. Right before we got on this ride, though, there was some people on it, and someone literally spit on me. It really wasn't on purpose, but if it was, how rude. They still showed me spitting water on the rice mix. And here I am struggling, trying to figure out how to seatbelt on because I never rode this ride before. And then finally the carnival comes over there and he does help me. Turns out I was just pulling this thing too hard and my bad. Her little feet dangling ride looks so funny to me for some reason. Getting excited, I'm waiting for the ride to start. And when the ride did start, poor Nikki wished it never did. She did not like so ever. But this was my most favorite ride. I think it was really bad at all. Of course, I am a lot older than it.
That was the worst ride ever.
I loved it. It was fun. You didn't like it at all?
I'm screaming, I went off.
Yeah, she said screaming, I went off. But, of course, none of us could hear her because the music was blaring loud in our ears. I figured we might be having troubles hearing the next day because, man, some of that music was loud. They did have pretty good music, though, I will say that.
It's loud just like you.
Hey, and on some of the rides where they had music and I could hear Nikki and she could hear me, and she was kind of scared or nervous if I knew the song, I was trying to sing to her and kind of keep her mind off being scared, but
And you can't sing.
can't sing at all. That should have been enough to get your mind off the ride.
You're horrible singing.
Here we go, rolling around and around. I love this thing. Wow!
It's terrifying. It's trying to kill you.
No, it didn't try to kill us. You actually have quite a good security on this ride. You've got a seat belt, then you've got your harness, and then another that attaches to the harness. Oh, I didn't realize how high we did go up. Is that what you heard?
I'm not scared of heights. I'm scared of looking upside down.
Oh, you didn't like being upside down? I kind of like being upside down.
Only you can relax like that.
It's the blow going to my brain.
You don't need to use blood flow in your brain, Mom.
I needed lots of blood flow. That's wonderful. I was upside down and it got my blood flowing.
It's not there.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows.
What are you doing?
Just acting crazy.
You're not acting.
Hey!
It's true.
And here we are. The ride is coming to an end. And I was very sad. I really wish I had rode this ride again when we went home. Maybe they'll have it next year. And if they do, I'm totally riding this. More than likely you will. You're a little daredevil. Be back on it.
That's the purpose tonight.
too, my love. My little darling.
I'm a mini copy of her. Except for I'm not as crazy as she is.
Isn't as crazy as I am. This is my little mini me.
After many years, way more sensible. Because you wouldn't get back on that and do it more than one time.
I so would have like a million times.
No way, it's not happening today.
Hey,
Let's go on the slide, I think.
I'm too old for the slide, but you made me do it.
Cute.
I know you did.
The guy was cute though.
Nikki,
Why do you think I want to go back on it more?
you goose.
It's true.
And while we were in line at this ride, people were talking, and somebody accidentally spit on Nikki's.
He was a cute guy though.
Nikki.
Well, he was.
Well, at least you got spit on by a cute guy. The ride I got spit on at, it was a girl. And I mean, I don't even play for that team. Why couldn't it have been a cute guy that spit on me?
At least I got lucky.
The bad thing is, where I got spit on, it was on my shirt, like on the area. Ooh,
I think it's worse for you than it was for me.
it really was. Nikki would allow me to walk our little cart thingy, but I was not allowed to flip round and round. But
Maybe next year.
yeah, she said if we go on this next year, she might let me flip us round and round. I don't know why, I was kind of scared to flip us round and round.
So you were chicken too.
A little bit. Well, you were in there with me. If I'd been there by myself, it might have been different. But what if I made you sick or something? That would have been awful.
And when we got on at first, I was like, I went off.
Yeah, Nikki says, I went off. And I said, we can't get off now. We're already in there. Or wherever you call it.
You just spit in my eye.
I'm sorry. I'm not a cute guy, but at least I'm your mom. And this part was actually pretty around here.
And I'm gonna tell it.
What happened?
My mommy and Posse were in the car, and my mom was watching the video, and she told Posse that he got some old woman's butt, and it was.
Yeah, I'm watching it, and I said, you've got some old woman's big honey. And I got to looking, and it was me. To me, it looked like I had gray hair. Well, I never said I was skinny or that I had a little butt.
I hear. Why don't you all ride that one?
This was actually Nikki's favorite ride. I loved it too, but the one I used to ride went up high. But this
I
one,
wanted to go up higher.
well, I like because you can sit side by side. So that's more because I could see your reaction and how much you were actually enjoying. They also had a little bitty swing area for little kids, which that was pretty nice. But of course, we didn't get to ride that because we were too tall.
I wish I could have though.
She could have. And Paul C put us in slow-mo right here while we're on this. And we should have rode these first. This was your favorite.
Next year, I'm riding it more than one time.
You can. Only ride. Now, we did ride the little dragon thing twice because she rode it once and then I rode it with her. And we rode the Ferris wheel twice. Next year, we're going to try it a lot earlier. That way we can ride the rides multiple times.
I want to ride like 100 times.
Hey, the stamp,
Every
you can do
ride.
it. On every ride?
100.
Oh, yes.
No,
Even the wild.
I mean on the swings and the Ferris wheel.
Oh, man.
And the...
I really like all the pretty colors of the difference that they had too.
We was on the orange ones.
We were in the orange ones. I think this is ride that it will show of us because we didn't film the Ferris wheel the second but after this part is over, we do want to talk to you guys and show you something. So we will see you in a little bit. Okay, I was wrong. I was right. That was the last, but we also went through the House of Mirrors, and I do have to. This wasn't the best ever was because that was in charge of this was totally rude. He was
being a man.
He was being a man, Karen. He was very rude to Nikki and I. I will not go into detail.
He was being an Aaron.
He was being an Aaron. I will say this, if you're going to work at a carnival, then you need your customers nice and with respect. I am nice to everybody, but total butthole, I will say that.
Like, you're working with kids, you gotta be nice.
So anyway, I was nice. I kept my cool, but I know that I was a little nipped. Anyway, we also did this, which was like, I don't know what you call it. It was for kids, but they did allow adults to go through it too. It's just like a little, it had a slide and like you hold a rope and you can climb up and everything.
I didn't even hold the rope.
No, Nikki didn't hold the rope. You didn't have to. It was added in for more fun. But
Kind of like Rapunzel's hair into the tower.
it was. This was a cute little thing. It was for kids, but like I said, Nikki wanted me to go on and the guy didn't care. This didn't embarrass me as much as the slide.
But you went down the slide here too.
I did, but that one wasn't as bad. Hey guys, this is actually filmed the day after we went to the fair. We were going to film more last night, but we were so tired. When we got back home, we got everything that we needed to do done, and we went to bed. So anyway, right before we left the fair, we ran across this little area where they do like fake tattoos.
Wait, you want to show your stamp?
Oh, our stamp. Okay. So there's our stamp, James Gang. And
Here's mine.
they
Here's mine.
will not come off. We washed our hands. We're marked for a little bit.
Stuck.
But when we were leaving...
You know that song, Me and You, Baby, we're stuck like...
Oh, I love that song. I used to listen to that all the time when I was growing up.
These are stuck on us like glue.
Well, when we were leaving the fair, there was a little area where you could get little temporary tattoos done, and they last for about maybe 30 days or something.
Here's our little tattoo.
There's Nikki's. She puts it on, and then after an hour, you're supposed to... The lady put it on, then after an hour, you're supposed to wash your hands with soap and water. And then it gets darker over time. There's mine. They're like little flowers or something. Safe
to say I'll be doing it again next year.
Yeah, that was fun. It Anyway, it was really fun and enjoyable. Sorry, I'm tired. But anyway,
I have a question.
what's that?
What was your least favorite ride?
I don't really know if I had a least favorite. I don't like rides that are really slow because I enjoy fast rides. I will say the roughest one I rode was the one that was so forceful where you had to put your head down. But, I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but I'd ride it again.
Well, my least favorite was obviously the one that
The spinning thing, that was my favorite.
cut me around like that.
It was a lot of fun.
That was not fun.
It was. And Nikki hadn't been to the fair since she was a baby. And, of course, she didn't ride anything then. And I was riding rides mainly by myself because the wild rides that I like, nobody wants to ride. But Nikki rode them with me. She was a good sport. No, I did not force her to ride the rides.
You waited 11 years.
I waited 11 years.
And you finally have somebody to ride
I
on the rides
do.
with you.
I did not force
Is that
her.
a thumbs up?
That's a thumbs up. I did not force her to ride anything. We made a deal that we were going to ride every ride at the fair that we were able to. We did it. It was a lot of fun. And I recommend going to the fair. It's a ton of fun, and hopefully we can go again next year.
And you should make your friends a challenge and find out if they can ride every ride at the fair.
Yeah.
Ooh, and make it even more interesting and find out if they can ride every ride at the fair without being sick.
We didn't get sick or anything. I've never got sick on a ride. Knock on wood.
Yeah,
Hopefully you won't either. But I don't recommend eating right before you get on a ride if you have a
And don't go on
queasy
a ride.
stomach.
And I've learned one thing: don't go on a ride on your own because it is not as much fun. And
It isn't as much
It
fun.
makes it worse when you have to go on your own.
And I had a little friend with me. Yeah, that one ride I didn't know I was allowed to go on. That's why you had to go by yourself on it. But then I realized I could. So we rode together. Oh, do you want to show your little plush again that you won? Is it in here?
It's in the living room.
Okay, do you want to go grab
you
it?
can talk to them like
Okay. So the game we played, it was where you had like these balls and you threw them at a balloon to pop them. There was a nail behind the balloon. And kids get to win every time. I don't know about adults. I didn't play, but I wish I had have. But what she won was super cute. I know we already showed it in the video, but she wants to show it to you again. She was very pleased with it.
I'm back.
Okay, what is it?
I found it.
She picked out this cute little dog. And I don't know if it's like a Beanie Baby or what it is,
The guy
but
had me choose between the Beanie Babies.
yeah, and
He
this
told
is...
me I could choose one, and this is the one I chose. And his name is Scruffy.
Yeah, Nikki named it herself.
Actually, you helped me.
Oh, yeah,
You came up
she
with a
asked me
name.
what name I liked, and I thought Scruffy was cute, and she liked it. It's got a tag on it that says Darling, but, of course, we were going to name our things, so... But it was a lot of fun,
I
and...
honestly rename all my Barbie dolls, because they can't all be named Barbie.
That's true.
Like, I've never understood that. Why are they all called Barbie?
I don't know.
Like, that's annoying.
We hope you guys enjoy this video, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
And what my puppy said was, stars out, everybody.